What about us? The spouses, the caregivers, the one who live 24 hours a day with their heroes? Nothing for us.
That was the scene last year after then Veterans Affairs Minister Julian Fantino walked away from a meeting with veterans. Today, the current Veterans Affairs Minister, that's Erin O'Toole, announced financial support for spouses like Jenny. This is what he had to say moments ago.
A serious physical or mental injury not only causes immense challenges to the former service man or woman, but it can cause life-changing stresses and challenges for the family as well. So today I'm proposing a new family caregiver relief benefit to provide an annual tax-free grant of up to more than $7,000.
Okay, well, a particularly outspoken fighter who may have had a role in encouraging the government to act on this is Jenny Mignot. She was the woman you saw in the video off the top of this segment. She's struggling. She's married to a veteran who's struggling with post-traumatic stress disorder, and she joins us live from Montreal. Welcome to the program, Jenny. Is this a big victory to you to get these programs enhanced?
I'll be honest with you, actually, I feel like a lot of people feel like I should be celebrating today, and strangely enough, I'm not. I mean, let me get it right. I'm really happy about what the minister just announced today. I'm really happy about the fact that as a caregiver, I'm recognized at some level. But yet, a lot of questions needs to be answered before I celebrate myself. And not to mention the fact that I'm not the only one who invested so much efforts in being recognized. So I'm just wondering how much this announcement will truly help those who need it.
Right, and I wonder if you also find it strange. I mean, the government didn't act last year. You've dealt with this program and pushed for improvements to get this sort of help for yourself and others for over a year now, maybe longer. Why do you think they waited for an election year to act?
Because money talks. This is how I feel it. I'm sorry, because, you know, just remember that I'm just a civilian, a vet spouse, okay? And I had to talk to so many people just to be understood, and still I feel like there's so much work that needs to be done. Now that there's an election, of course, it's easy to announce that either I or my husband will access to $7,000 a year, but exactly for what and in what context? If you ask me, what I really need is education and training. If I'm educated, if I can intervene properly, first of all, I help my husband and I help myself. So right there, we're working on a quality of life element. Now, $7,000 for what? $7,000 for me to accompany my husband to his appointments to his psychologist, for instance. I mean, Veterans Affairs already recognized the fact that my husband can offer money to my neighbor to accompany him, but me, I cannot receive any help. You know why? Because I'm a wife and I'm a family member. So it seems to me like this amount of money is based on a goodwill. But how will this be articulate in real life? How will this benefit will be really accessible to those who truly need it? I don't know. I'm not convinced yet today.
I know, Jenny. Actually, a lot of the questions you just asked are what I was going to ask you, but if we're both confused, I guess we have to wait for the details to come out. And I should point out there's also a $2,800 a month allowance for people who are dealing with extremely severely disabled veterans. These are the ones who can't feed themselves and that sort of thing. I'm curious, though, if you think that this is the sort of steps that the government needs to take to rebuild the relationship with veterans, and do you think this goes any distance at all to making that relationship better?
Listen, if you ask me as a caregiver, this is a positive step. Okay, this is moving in a positive direction. I agree with you. Now, if you ask the vet spouse, I'm sorry, but my husband is still living a reality of delay, deny, and die. Okay, I'm sorry, but last year my husband went on national TV for his case related to tinnitus, and still today we are in March 2015, and still he didn't receive any help yet. He has nothing in his ears. So,
you
you know,
feel like
so...
I just wonder if you feel like you're being used at all as a sort of a campaign prop.
Either if it's a truth or not, okay, I prefer focusing on the positive steps because it would be very easy for all of us to feel as a tool, you know, in order to achieve a mandate, which is to reach out to veterans. Reaching out is one thing. Proposing measures that are adequate is something else.
Good point. Let's hope this helps you. I know it's difficult when you have a husband that's suffering post-traumatic stress disorder. Jenny, we'll keep an eye on this and get back to you and see how it's working out down the road if we could. Thank you.
It'll be my pleasure. Thank you so much.